Hello and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Today we'll be going over mystical agriculture, a bit of a more condensed video as opposed to the previous mystical agriculture videos that I did. It's going to be a little bit more condensed and it's going to have a few of the newer bits of information. And I'm not only going to show you the late game farming, I'm going to show you the early setups that I would do. It's going to be the best mystical agriculture farm early to late game. So let's get started with that, shall we? So anyway, when you're starting off, you have the good old vanilla Minecraft farm. You know, like a 9x9 area. Take your iron hoe, or maybe even a diamond hoe if you manage to make one. Put a dab of water in the middle. Maybe put a slab right in the middle just to waterlog it so you can walk over it. And there you go. You're done. It's a 9x9 farmland right there. And you're ready to put down some seeds and make things grow. Such as some wheat seeds. Why the heck not? There we go. There's some wheat seeds right there. So this is a mystical agriculture episode after all, so we'll be doing some Inferium essence. So in order to get that, you just go take out some mobs, go do some mining, or just make it out of seeds and more Inferium essence. But of course, you're going to need that in the first place, so go find some. It's not that hard, you know, just take out some mobs and go mining, find the ores, mine it up, and you'll get some. So all you need is one seed just to get started, and you have plenty more. So early on, you're not going to have much. So, I mean, you can get iron hoe, you can get diamond hoe, or maybe you're lucky enough, you can find one of those fancy diamond holes with enchantments on it while flying around the end doing your vanilla Minecraft stuff. But of course, there are a couple of things that help you to get started with the farm, such as the Harvester Pylon from the Pylons mod. So let's take a look at that. Here we go. Harvester Pylon. Harvests crops in a configurable radius around the pylon. Just place inside or above the water block. Doesn't require power, doesn't require much. Just place it down, make sure it's on, configure the radius, place an inventory on top, and you're good to go. So how do you make this? Well, you're going to have to go to the nether in order to get some quartz for the quartz slabs, hay bales, iron bars from iron, and some polished black stone from the nether. So yeah, unfortunately, you do have to go to the nether in order to do that. If you're lucky enough to find some kind of modded structure in the overworld, just get nether stuff from that, then great. So here we go. Here's the Harvester Pylon. And you see all the stuff that we have to go over today. So let's see. You can put it inside the water just to waterlog it, like so. And let's see if it's... Yep, there's some water down there. So you right click it. Here's the inventory. And not only that, you'll have to place a tool right inside. And this is where you place an iron hoe. So aside from what I said before, you need the iron hoe or diamond hoe or any hoe for that matter. And just place it right inside here and it'll start working. It's on. You can turn it off right there. And you can figure the size. We have a 9x9. We're going to leave it as 9x9. All right. So we have an iron hoe. And we have one seed down, which is taking forever to grow. But of course, later on in the episode, we're going to have to rectify that situation. So once you have your Harvester Pylon on, we're going to need a chest right on top. So we're just going to place down a netherite chest because, you know, at this point, you may or may not have netherite, but heck, you may even have one ingot in your inventory. So why not make a netherite chest? But any old chest will do, such as a drawer or a barrel or some other chests. You can do that as well. So once you place down an inventory right on top of the pylon, it's working. Look at that. Ready to go. All right, so next, Red Fertilizer right there. This is from Farming for Blockheads. And this will, what you're supposed to do with Red Fertilizer is you right-click the farmland right here. And it'll have these funky red-looking spots on it, and it's fertilized with red fertilizer, and it makes crops grow a lot faster. Look at that, speeds up the growth, but not terribly too fast. But you know, it's better than nothing. And we're going to use the red fertilizer from now on. And in order to make the red fertilizer, you need red dyes, gold nuggets, wheat seeds, bone meal, and you get 4 in one go. Look at that, that's fantastic. So I'm going to put that away for now. So next, of course, you can upgrade your big chests. And we do have sophisticated storage inside all the mods 10, so you can use netherite chest, you can upgrade it, and maybe use drawer with upgrades. Whatever fancies, whatever preference you have for storage, just go right ahead and do that. So, of course, you can also move on to drawers if you want to do that. We have storage controller, and we have a bunch of controllers and drawers right there. So, an alternative to this farmland, and I do recommend this for early game, is to use the Just Starting Soil and the Just Starting Hoe. So let me get one of these things. Does this have the nope, doesn't. Let me get the other one. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the Eclipse Alloy Hoe from Just Starting Things. Let me look that up. Just Starting Things. I'm gonna place hole right there. And which hole has that particular upgrade right now? Okay, so you can make the Celeste Gem Hoe. That's the you don't have to make the Eclipse Alloy Hoe. You can just make the Celeste Gem Hoe, and that one supports the Drops Teleporter. So what that does is, if you let me just mine up some of this dirt. Okay, there we go. And then, first of all, I'm going to have to make sure it's turned on. There we go, it's turned on. And how you make the Drops Teleporter. Here's the upgrade for the Drops Teleporter. How you make that, you need Ender Pearls, Ender Chests, the blank upgrades, and some Amethyst Shards. So already, it's, you know, it's some kind of exotic materials that you need to get on your own. And in the early game, you may not have like half these materials. You probably didn't find Amethyst Shards yet. Ender Pearls are kind of like short supply. And the Ender Chest, you know, it takes 5 Enders. You probably like, you may or may not have that at all. So, you know, you don't really need the Drops Teleporter. Because, you know, you can still make the Item Collector. Right there. Because Just Starting Things just have the Item Collector. And of course, you do need the ferrocore. And in order to make that, you need to go through the process with the goo and stuff like that. And so it's different materials, but you know, this recipe by itself does look a little bit simpler than the Drops Teleporter. But to each their own. So what you can do if you manage to get the Eclipse Alloy or the Celestial Gem Hoe with the Drops Teleporter is that you go ahead and you know, you right click in inventory, shift right click it. It'll bound the hole to a inventory, and then you can start hoeing like this, like that. And then any of the crops that you place down on that particular farmland, right there, it increases the growth tick a little bit better. And once it's done growing, matured, the soil will mine it up, will farm it up, and let me turn off my magnet. We'll farm it up and teleport it to this bound inventory right there. Isn't that great? It's fantastic. And already, the harvester pylon is doing its job. So if you look inside this chest, look at that. We have 5 wheat and 9 wheat seeds. So if you want to use the Just Starting Soil, you can. You can if you want to. But for the Mystical Agriculture, I prefer not to use that particular Just Starting Soil for the Mystical Agriculture seeds. But, of course, if you go all the way over here, I do have the Just Starting Soil working constantly 24/7 on the other crops such as sugarcane, the Croptopia stuff right there. I have like bamboos, netherworts, and I have all the vanilla Minecraft stuff. Over here is just for looks. That doesn't even do anything. So yeah, that's great. That's great. So Just Starting Soil. Well, there's a use for that somewhere. All right. So the Just Starting Soil is an alternative if you want to do that, but it's slower and not in line with our late game farming setup. So when you get up to that point, you're gonna have to take the whole thing down. You're gonna have to rebuild and everything like that. So yeah, let's not do it this way then. And already Just Starting Soil mined up like 1 or 2 of the wheat seeds there. All right, so of course, another alternative that you can do is the Mystical Agriculture Farmland, which is right there. There's the Inferium Farmland, there's Prudentium, Tertium, Inferium, Supermium, and where's the Insanium? That's an add-on, isn't it? Okay, well. Yeah, well, it's, at this stage in the game, you're probably not going to have the higher tier farmlands. Also, it's not faster than Red Fertilizer. Of course, you'll need other stuff to speed it up no matter which one you use. So, there are better alternatives just around the corner. And if you set up the farmland from Mystical Agriculture, you're just going to have to take the thing down and just rebuild the damn thing just for that late game farming setup. So, once you get more materials, get settled down, build nice things, and everything like that, you can upgrade your hoe to Unbreakable. Right there, the Aldermodium hoe. And that would be quite useful because if you take a look at the Harvester Pylon, there is a durability on the iron hoe because, you know, the Harvester Pylon is using the iron hoe and it's taking down the durability. So that's not good. That's not good. So what we can do is place this one in here because it's unbreakable. It says unbreakable on the Aldermodium hoe. So once you get your netherite from doing all the vanilla Minecraft stuff and you have slightly more resources, and you manage to find Aldermodium and the template stuff, and yeah, you make yourself Aldermodium hoe. It's unbreakable. Place it in the pylon, and you're done. And you're done. And of course, with the chest over here, it's already upgraded to netherite, so you can do that as well. And then you can get some stack upgrades, and you can place it right inside there. There we go. Place all the crap in here, because now this chest can hold a whole bunch of stuff. So the stack upgrade goes up to tier 5, and what this does is each slot can hold 65,000, over 65,000 items in one slot. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So there's your storage, and what you can also do is, well, you can use the storage controller and pipe it into your drawers. You know, place it down here, place a couple of drawers down, you know, and then we're going to link them together. First of all, I'm going to lock these. Then I'm going to get my linking tool. And there's your nice storage drawer system. So what you can do is get some pipes, pipe it out of this chest and straight into the storage controller. You can do that too if you want to. So if you have wheat growing, you have other mystical agriculture stuff, seeds, not just Inferium growing. You can put different seeds and different crops inside this drawer and this one, or maybe this one. It'll look nice. But of course, what you can also do is get some diamond upgrades for your drawers. Just increase the storage of each one. There you go. Get the diamond upgrades inside. Don't forget the void upgrades because you don't want things clogging up. And there we go. So let us maybe get some pipes just to pipe it out of the chest and into here. But of course, there are other ways of transferring stuff, such as, well, the modular routers right there. You make modular routers so you don't have to like run pipes everywhere and stuff like that. And you can make things a whole lot easier. So just gonna place down a modular router, and let's check out the recipe of how you make the damn thing. And look at that, it's real easy. Real easy. Paper, redstone, gold nuggets. Great for early game automations. Place one down, and then sender module and polar modules. Now, of course, you need ender pearls for this one, but you know, it's just one little ender pearl. Come on. You should already have ender pearls by now. All right, so the polar module, I'm going to pull it right out of the chest, right inside the router, and it's pulling stuff into here. And then what I can do is move this controller over here. There we go. Then, of course, I gotta relink it. There we go. And then, what I can do is, I'm gonna send this to here. Even though that's right next to each other, we don't need a Mark II. But still, it'll work nonetheless. And then we're just gonna send it over to the controller. And what do we have here? We have wheat. Okay, we're gonna put wheat right there. And then we're gonna put the seeds right there. Yeah? Let's see. Let me configure this first. Yeah, let's see that. Sender module. And let's see. Sender module goes to the storage controller. Okay. Well, it's already to the sending to the controller. And yeah, it's going down. Look at that. It's going in there? Okay, it's going in there. Great. Fantastic. And then you're probably going to need some speed upgrades eventually for the modular router. So put some speed upgrades in there. It'll go a lot faster. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at all the seeds that the harvester Pylon got. Because we're just going to get rid of this crap. There we go. We're not even growing these. Alright, here you go. Alright, so as of now, you're totally hands off. You can just go do something else for a few hours, come back, and you'll have you know, a handful of nice crops. But of course, eventually, you'll hit AE2 because you know it's the storage mod to get. And when you do get AE2, you know, just get a couple of crafting terminals, get some power, get some terminals, and what is this, storage bus? Now what you can do is, to make your life a little bit easier with the drawers, just go ahead and put a cable right there. The storage bus right on the controller. Out with a nice C whips. With a nice crystal resonance generator. And then you can add a terminal. Not that one, this one. And then there we go. You see all your stuff inside your storage controller drawers. All in one spot. Isn't that fantastic? So yeah, AE2, once you get some more components from that, find a meteor, you know, get some Certus quartz, get some fluix, and make some basic components from AE, and you'd be good to go with this. This is very convenient for your storage controller, and you see everything in one spot. So this is called Ad Hoc Network, and you can just stick it on your drawers, and it'll be great. So once you get up to AE2, you'll most likely have stuff for growth accelerators and crystal resonance generators. This is the crystal resonance generators, and let me get the growth accelerators. So of course the growth accelerators, it's in the name. What it does is, well, it accelerates growth, and in order to make that, you need iron ingots, quartz glass. In order to make quartz glass, you need Certus quartz dust. In order to get Certus quartz dust, well, you need Certus quartz. And in order to get Certus quartz, you need to find a meteor, get the Certus quartz budding thing inside that meteor. You know, get a cardboard box, box it up, and move it on back to your base and start growing those crystals. You know, and then you can also crush the crystals into Certus quartz dust to make the growth accelerators, and of course you need to make quartz glass first for that. And then what else do you need? Fluix glass cables. Well, here's quartz fiber, more glass, more Certus quartz dust, and fluix crystals. Well, there's MA essence, but that comes later on because you most likely not have that. You need to charge up your Certus quartz dust with a charger from AE2. Drop in some redstone, drop some nether quartz in the water, and you get some fluix crystals. But of course, later on, when you're more involved in AE2, you'll be able to use a machine for that. Look at that. Look at all this. And get some bees, obviously. But we're not talking about bees. So anyway, once you get into more further into AE2, you'll be able to make growth accelerators and crystal resonance generators. So let's take a look at the crystal resonance generators. It's a little bit easier to make. All you need is iron ingots, copper ingots, charged Certus quartz crystals, and a fluix block. There we go. So for a 9x9 farm like this, you're going to take this entire farm, which is 9x9, and yeah, you just take the total of the crops that you have going on here and divide by 2, and you should have about 40 of it right there, and 40 growth accelerators, 40 of the crystal resonance generators. Now, why the heck do we need this? Well, obviously we want to accelerate the growth of our crops, but I'm only mentioning half because we need to place them down somehow. So what we can do is we'll need to place it down in such a way, such a pattern, that it's going to look like a checkerboard. So we're going to start by placing it down like that. Then we're going to place it down like a checkerboard. Like so. Then I'm going to fill this up. Okay. Put down more growth accelerators. Okay, there we go. A checkerboard pattern. Already, it's like looking less like a farm and more like a machine or some kind of industrial facility or something. But of course, we're just going to make it even worse by placing down the crystal resonant generator right on top of each of these growth accelerators. So what these do is that once one of these crystal resonance generators can power 2 of the growth accelerators, but of course we're going to place one down, one for each of the growth accelerators because, well, it looks nice, and we don't want to have to figure out how to power 2 of them with just one. So there we go, fantastic. Isn't that very symmetrical? Well, kinda. And yeah, already it's looking like some kind of industrial machinery with all these little sparks of lightning coming off of it. So yeah, anyway, so these are the growth accelerators, and it requires power. Obviously, it requires AE2 power in order to function. That's why we need the crystal resonance generator in order to power these things. And all right, so let's get our red fertilizer and place that down on each of the farmland. Oops, I missed that one. There we go. Red fertilizer down there. And then it'll probably be a little bit easier if you place down your red fertilizer before you place down your growth accelerators, so you can see the damn thing. But the bright red spots are making it a little bit easier. Okay, did I get them all? I think I got them all. All right, there we go. We got them all. Hopefully. All right, so now we got our red fertilizer down. I'll put these away, and don't need these anymore. All right, so next, let's talk about the growth accelerators a little bit more. So not only do the growth accelerators accelerate the growth of the plants, it also accelerates the growth of your Certus and Amethyst stuff. So if you get your budding Amethyst crystals or blocks and the Certus one from the Meteor, you can totally use these in order to grow them faster. And so you can get even more of the resources just to make all this stuff. All right, so now that we have these down, and all powered up, we can get up to, yeah, let's place down some seeds, shall we? That's the most logical conclusion. So let's place down some Inferium seeds, and it's already grown. Look at that, it's already grown. And obviously, the Pylon is doing its business. It's doing its business. It already got one of them already. And since we have the Aluminium Hoe inside there, and it's totally unbreakable, we can just leave it alone, walk away for a few minutes, and come back to maybe a stack of Inferium, something like that. So already, you can visually see that it's growing a heck of a lot faster. A heck of a lot faster. You can even see the modular router pull stuff out of the chest. All right, there we go. Now, how much is get? Ooh, already a stack, huh? I'll place that down right there, right there. And how much can this hold? 12,000. Okay, good thing we upgrade our drawers. Ah, it's still going. Jeez. All right, let's check this chest. Wow, nice, nice. We'll get to some premium very quickly, very quickly. So already, if you just leave this alone as is, you'll get a lot of Inferium that way. So, you know, yeah, so eventually you get to this premium, but of course, there are a couple of tiers before that. So if you look at Mystical Agriculture, the first tier is obviously Inferium. It's in the name, inferior. So where the heck are the essences right now? Where did they go? Down here. This is page 1, 2. No, not that one. It's in here somewhere. I know it. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. So anyway, here's the Inferium essence. And the next one is Prudentium. The next one's the Tertium. The next one's Imperium. And then Supermium. There's also Awakened. But, we'll worry about that later in the game. There's also Insanium from the add-on. And there's also Prosperity Shards that you need to get. You can get that from the end easily because it's easier to spot the ores. But you can go mining, find some Prosperity Shards because these are important for making your Prosperity Seeds right there. And then from the Prosperity Seeds, you can make all the other seeds from Mystical Agriculture. So yeah, that's great. So not only that, let's press U on this. Not only that, you need Prosperity Shards in order to make your Infusion Crystals, your Master Infusion Crystals, so you can go up the tiers in essence. Alright, so, yeah, geez, still going. Nice. Dang, okay, great. Alright, so, once you get to Supermium, you can go ahead and make your Supermium Scythe. Now, why do we need this? Well, it's a different way of setting up a farm. And yeah, it's pretty good. And let's see, Supermium Scythe. Okay. Let's check out how you make this thing. And you need the previous one in order to make this one. So that means you need the Inferium Scythe first. You need the Tertium Scythe. Then you need the Prudentium Scythe. And then you need the Inferium Scythe. And then you need the Diamond Scythe. Then you need the... Yeah, that's it. You just need diamonds in order to start. So once you get Supermium, you have the essences in order to craft your Supermium Scythe. So it can farm in an area of 15 by 15. So that makes it really fantastic. And it's unbreakable. And also, it's a bit faster if you manage to set up your farm with the Supermium Scythe. So if you look at the other scythes, so Supermium Scythe, it says unbreakable. It is unbreakable. And if you go down to Imperium, which is the next down, it's not unbreakable. So that's why I need to go up to Supermium. So how do you use this Supermium Scythe? Well, let's see what it does first. Okay, first of all, we're going to have to turn off the Pylon. And of course, since we hit it underside this chest, we want to break it. Then off. Okay, great. Okay, next, we're going to put a block right there because this block is on the same level as the Inferium crop right there. As you can see, they're all fully grown, and my magnet is off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take out Scythe, and we're going to right-click the block right there. Nice! It just farmed all the Inferium Essence in a 15 by 15 area, all with one click. Let's do it again. Yeah? Wait a little bit. Yeah. See where I'm going with this? We need a way to automate this, and there is a way to automate this. What we can do, if your keen eye spotted this thing, that's right, we're going to use the Just Started Things Clicker. And we're going to put it all the way over here, because we don't need to place it anywhere near there. We just need to place it close enough. Just close enough. Let's put it over here. Yeah. All right. So we're going to have to set this thing up. And once you're in the middle of the game, you'll probably have to make a couple of Just Started Things stuff, such as the armor, some tools, because it's fantastic. It's a great mod. And it has a lot of useful things that you can utilize in order to make your setups, automate a couple of things, and whatnot. So let's set up some power. We're going to go for the good old thermal generators with the blazing block and the sinks. And let's get a couple of cables here, mechanical pipes, why not? And let's put this thing away. It's on its last legs. All right. First of all, let's set up our power. And let's set up a sink right there. And then we'll have to dig a hole. Put that down over there. Put our thermal down. Pipe down. Put water in. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right, we got some power. I'm going to connect this. And there we go. There's our power for the advanced clicker. So what we're going to do is we're obviously going to have to turn it on high because we don't want any funny business while configuring it. And then we'll get a good lever. There we go. Then I'm going to turn on the rendering area, and you're going to move this all the way to the center over there. Okay, let's see. Nope, not that one. Okay, there we go. Did I do it? Okay, almost there. Okay, let's see. Plus that, and then minus that. Okay, there we go. So what we want to do is have the clicker right-click this dirt block right here. Right there. Okay, and then it's already set to right-click, and we're going to target a block. Now, you may go faster, but it's really not necessary. It's set to like every second. So what we're going to do is place the Supermium Scythe right inside this advanced clicker. Since it's unbreakable, it's not going to break or anything like that. It doesn't even need to be charged, but, you know, the advanced clicker can charge, like, say, Eclipse Alloy Hoe. You place down Eclipse Alloy Hoe, well, it's probably not going to work because, you know, it doesn't have that area effect. So, yeah, let's go ahead and turn it on, shall we? Yeah, look at that. It's going. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But, of course, it's all dropping onto the ground. What the heck are you going to do about that? Well, you're going to need an item collector. That's right, Just Started Things has an item collector for you. So, we're going to get a chest, which I have right here. And we're going to place it down right there. Then, we'll place down an item collector right on top of it. Again, we're going to turn it to high. And we're going to turn on the rendering. Let's see. Let's increase the radius first. Okay, is that big enough? Okay, a little bit more. Alright, that should cover a 9x9 area. Then we'll move it on down. Okay. And now, we're going to turn it on. There we go. Now it's picking up all the items, all the essences that drop on the ground, and placing it inside this chest. Look at all that. Look at all the essences. Fantastic. And you know what? Then you put the upgrade back in there. Then we're going to sort, and look at that. We can hold 65,000 or so Inferium essence right in this single slot. And we have all these slots to fill. Great. Now, of course, we're not going to stop there. We can have our modular router move stuff from that chest into our drawer system if we want to. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Pull it. Even though that's a chest, probably holds a lot more than that single drawer. Okay, I'll right-click that. And then, we'll place it right inside here. Yeah, does it work? Oh, it's working. Great. And it's all filling up. Yeah, nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take more of these upgrades. I'm going to do max upgrade on that drawer. So now it can hold 170 million essences in this single slot. So great. Fantastic. All right. So, we did the Just Started Things clicker with the scythe. We did the item collector also from Just Started Things. We got the Red Fertilizer down on each of the crops. We have our... enlarge it by one more. Enlarge that one more. So sometimes it falls one block to the edge there. There you go. Okay, great. Put that right in that. Right in there. Okay. Alright, so we got the Red Fertilizer. We got the Growth Accelerators from 82. Then we powering that with the crystal resonance generators on top of each one. And yeah, it's pretty fast, but you know, we may be able to do even better. So what we're going to do now is, first of all, let me turn off the render there. There you go. Much better. Okay, great. Alright, so we may be able to do better. And that is to put on some crop support. There we go. So these crop supports is from Pneumatic Craft Repressurized. You know, the one with the pressure chambers and all the plastic. I think it's the plastic, right? and the compressed iron ingots. So once you're running around in the world and you find some villages to borrow stuff from, you may come across some of these compressed iron ingots. You could use that later on because it's pneumatic craft, and it's a mod, and you may have to go into that because of quests or because of a ingredient that you need in order to make the star later on. You're gonna have to go into that eventually. So yeah, once you do that, you get a bunch of materials for that, and these materials is compressed iron ingots. So you can make crop supports. It's pretty easy to make. And what you can do is you can right click on each of these farmlands. I'm not sure if they work, but I'm going to try it right now. Ooh, they look like crop sticks. Okay, great. So I'm going to right click each one, and they should improve the growth of each of these crops. There we go. Fantastic. I'm not going to place them down because it's I don't have a lot of ingots left. So if you hold shift, it'll say when placed on soil or dirt, this will improve the growth speed of any crop or tree. Oh, it works on a tree that grows there. Sneak plus right click with a logistics configurator to detach the item. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, and there we go. That's the pneumatic craft crop support. And you can put them on. If you have the materials, just whatever. It's probably like gives you one extra tick or something like that. So maybe reduce it by reduce the wait time by a little bit longer, a little bit more. I mean, so yeah, those are the crop supports. So aside from the crop supports, so you can also get yourself a Supermium watering can. Look at that. And of course, since there is a Supermium version, there are also other tiers of watering cans that you can make. Starting from Inferium, which is a pitiful 3x3 area, then a 5x5 Prudentium, 7x7, 9x9, and 11x11. Of course, there's an Awakened Supreme version of 13x13. And there's probably an Insanium version too, right? Let's see, Insanium watering can, where is it? Oh, it's not here. Jeez, no. Okay, fine. I mean, this is good enough, right? It's 11x11, and you know what? You can just hold right click, like that. Just put something heavy on your mouse. Go make yourself a drink, or lunch, or go shopping. Come back a few hours later, and you may get slightly more, or you might not get any more anyway. So, it's pretty fast as is. So anyway, you could put it in a clicker or put it in like a modular router or something like that, or maybe put it in a machine that can automate this for you. But unfortunately, it's disabled in the configuration. So if you want to use that, you can turn it on and use it anyway. It's up to you. It's your game. You can play how you want. But the reason it's turned off is not because it's totally OP or something like that. It's a little bit spooky. MA's been a little bit buggy ever since it made it to NeoForge. So that's probably why it's I've heard that's why it's turned off. So there you have it. There's the watering can. You want to use the watering can and you want to automate that, you can probably do that early game instead of using the growth accelerators. And just growing Inferium that way. Is it going any faster? I can't tell. Alright, so yeah, that's the watering can. Now, aside from that, you can also use these things. These are the Mystical Agriculture Growth Accelerators, not to be confused with the A2 versions. Right there. So you have the Inferium, Prudentium, Tertium, the Imperium, and the Supermium. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take 9 of each of these types of these tiers and stack them on top of each other under each of these crops. You can imagine how many of these blocks you need. So when you're in the early game, you can probably manage to make like some of the first tiers. And in the later game, it's probably going to be nothing in the later game. But still, in the later game, you probably have something set up like this. And you're probably not going to need these at all. But still, if you want to use it, go right ahead. If you're a min-maxer, go right ahead and use it. So it's going to be like that. So imagine that I'm down 45 blocks. And I'm going to place down all these blocks. 9 at a time, 9 per tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then for the next one, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we're going to do the next tier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then finally, the Inferium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And on top of here, this is where your crop belongs. Yeah? Isn't that bonkers? I say so. You want to do that? Go right ahead. Now, in the previous versions of Mystical Agriculture, and where's my magnet? Okay, there we go. Alright, so in the previous versions of Mystical Agriculture, I heard that it's not 9 per tier, it's 12 per tier. But now it's 9 per tier. So it's either one of those, so I'm not quite sure about that. But right now, I believe it's 9 for each of these tiers that stack on top of each other. So, yeah. Alright, let's put these away. Alright, so another thing that you could do, and this is not early game at all. It's more of a middle, low-ish if you get started with that right away, is the Hydroponic Bed. Right there. So, industrial foregoing has been added recently, and, well, it has the Hydroponic Bed. And I heard that it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. But unfortunately, it requires more resources. But let's check out the recipe and how you make this. So you need golden gears, you need a simple machine frame. So already you need a dissolution chamber with latex and everything like that. You need fertilizer. You need plastic. So in order to get plastic, you need to go through the latex processing, get the dry rubber, and then you smelt that into plastic in order to get that. The fertilizer, there's no recipe for it. I'm clicking it, and of course I have to look it up. You need to make an animal farm. What was it again? This one? Right. And you're supposed to make a sewer. Probably more than one. Place it under your animal farm. Farm up some sewage. Right there. There's the liquid. And then you're supposed to put it through the sewage composter. Just to get you some nice fertilizer. Yeah? Fertilizer. A basic resource for any farm. So once you do that, and you make your hydroponic bed. I haven't made one, by the way, because I don't have that sewage stuff set up. So once you do that, you need to place it down on the ground. And I believe you place the crop on top of it. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you place it inside the machine. Who knows? Maybe you've placed a farmland with the hydroponic bed. And it's going to be a lot of hydroponic beds. And already, even though that this thing is probably going to lag just slightly more than the harvester pylon, this thing having several of these in one spot is definitely going to lag you a little bit. So if you want to go ahead and you want to do that, go right ahead. So not only that you need to make several of these things, you need to also give it power. You need to give it water, I believe. Let me see. Let me press U on that thing. Does it tell you? It doesn't even tell you. Okay. Do I have one on me? I didn't. Right. I can't even make one. All right. Well, I heard that requires ether from the wither, you know. So yeah. Enjoy setting that up if you want to do that. All right. So anyway, another alternative is well, you could wait for the lily pads. There are no lily pads in here. Not the reliquary ones. Where's the vanilla ones? Hold on. Oh, there's the vanilla ones. There we go. Obviously, we have the vanilla Minecraft lily pads, but unfortunately, we do not have the lily pad fertilities from the reliquary because it's not updated. And even if it's updated, it's up to the ModPack team to add it if they want to. So if it gets added, well, that's another alternative that you can take advantage of. They're fantastic on all the mods 9 to the sky. Brings your growth up real quick. But of course, you can just feel your FPS go down by using several of those in one go. All right, so let's see what else. Any other alternatives that I can think of? All right, I think that's all. I think that's all for the mystical agriculture stuff. So right now, I'm not trying to min-max anything. I'm not trying to go as fast as possible because right now, this is my I have 4 of these plots, by the way, now. So this is the Inferium portion right here, and unfortunately, it's been cleared out because I was doing something else over there, and then I had a little unfortunate accident with the vein miner, and there goes all my Inferium. I'm gonna have to place down all of it again, but you know what? During the time playing this game, well, you can take a look at how much Inferium that I have so far, and if you right-click that, I have over 13 million Inferium essence inside this drawer alone. And of course, the block version, if you convert all of this into a block, it's like 1.5 million Inferium blocks. And these are all the other essence that I have. Of course, some of it is in the main ME network. Let's go ahead and take a look. Look at that, 25 million Inferium essence. So if you convert that to blocks, that's 2.8. Amazing, right? So you look at all the other essences. Look at that, like Awakened Supreme Essence, that's converted up. That's like 45k. Ooh, look at that. Look at Sanium Essence, 45k. I'm going hard for the Uranium Essence just for the mechanism stuff. So that's like over 300 and something k of essences. So yeah, I mean, with the mystical agriculture and the bees, well, you're set. You're set for life. Even with the with the bees and stuff like that. And if you don't touch mystical agriculture at all, the bees will just do. But if you go for mystical agriculture and you do just right, well, you're set. You're set either way. You're set either way. You got a ton of resources anyway. So, yeah, I've been using the Just Started Things clicker with the Supermium Scythe with the little item collector, and then I'm using the modular router to bring all the stuff outside the chest inside the drawers over here. And we're done. So here's the Just Started Things advanced clicker. I'm still using the Supermium Scythe. And the modular router is just bringing stuff in. Hey, what the heck are you doing here? Yeah, get out of here. Jeez. Dirt? Jeez. Freaking clogging everything up. And if you look inside all these chests, we don't have to worry about it at all. Because with the tier upgrades, and even if you don't realize that you have cobblestone and dirt clogging up your modular router, it'll just continue filling up for a long time before you realize that, uh-oh, something's up, How much do I have in here? Oh, dear. Hey, get out of here. Jeez. All right, great. In order to fix that, you can just go straight into the drawers if you want to. All right, so let's go back. All right, so this is a setup that I'm rocking. It's it'll bring you through mid to late game, and if you want to min-max it, well, feel free to. You have the resources. It's something to do. You can put down your crop supports. You can put down your lily pad fertilities if and when they get added. You place down all your growth accelerators. Dig a nice big hole under your farm and add all these to it. You can enable your watering can support with the machine and just go ham. Just go ham. So, of course, there is a thing about, diminishing returns. I mean, this is pretty fast already. And even if you do all the crop supports and the watering can, and you go ahead and test that, and you go ahead and use it, and use it in the machine with the watering cans and the little pad fertilities and everything like that, well, you can't even tell if it's any faster. Maybe it can't go any faster. Maybe you're just getting diminishing returns at the point. So this is what I've come up with bits and pieces of information from places like Discord and various other places. So if this has helped you on your journey to mystical agriculture farming setup, then great, fantastic. And of course, this is my setup. You can do it however you want. This is my way of doing it. If you have a better way, or if you think, hey, I can make this thing go even faster, go right ahead. Feel free. I'm okay with the setup. So this has been another episode of All the Mods 10 with the how has this been going? Oh dear. Okay, not so condensed episode of All the Mods 10. I've been Fumbleblock, and I'll see you next time.